Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Welcome to the show. Glad to be here. Lakeisha McKnight is present here with all of you podcast friends. Thank you so very much. Listen, we're about to go live on Facebook, the Facebook platform via video. So please stand by. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. How's everybody doing on today? I know right now it's Thursday, November the 19th of 2020. Live right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, within the US of A. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. This show goes live every single night, every night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook most nights, just waiting, of course, and making sure that technology is good and on our side. We'll be streaming live right on the Facebook platform, and we're also live on several podcast platforms as well. So welcome everyone to the show. And so the purpose of this show, and ultimately the Leadership TKO brand, really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out. Let me repeat that one more time. Empowering you with the ability, the tools, the resources, the empowerment to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. So I welcome you all to the show. And if this is something you want to accomplish in your life and in your business, you are in the right place. You're plugged into the right stream. And so I welcome you guys here. And I want to encourage you to engage, to plug in, to connect, all right? And now there are several ways that you can do this. Number one, like or love the stream as you're tuning in, all right? If you're looking to be an influential leader, right, on social media, on or offline, right? Or, listen, if you're just trying to impact more lives, you're trying to add more value to people's lives, you want to definitely plug in. And then also, listen, if you want to grow your income, honey, this is the place to be, okay? And so I welcome you all here. Ladies and gents, you're more than welcome. Go ahead, like or love the stream. Comment below. Let me know where you're watching from, where you're listening from. I would love to learn that. So put your city, your state, your country below in the comment section. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And so if you're catching the replay of this, make sure you hashtag replay below. I would love to know that as well. And then share this out. Don't forget now, go ahead, share it out, be a blessing. Let's allow others who are on social media to be a blessing with us, to receive the content, to be educated. All right? So listen, many of you know that I am a wealth mentor. And listen, before I even get into it, I want to make sure I practice what I preach. I definitely want to share this out. I've encouraged you all to share it out. So I'm going to share it with a couple of my business colleagues as well. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so we should be good to go. So let me share it out. Thank you so very much, everybody plugging in. Share it out as well as I'm doing the very same thing. All right, so let me go ahead and do that. Got it. And I'm going to share it to a couple of other places as well, but I wanted to make sure that I took a moment, and you all saw that I took a moment just to share this out as I encouraged you to do it. So listen, I have not always been in a situation where I was a wealth mentor. Right? Many of you know that I'm a part of the John Maxwell team. And so that's a whole totally different world. And I'm going to explain to you why I say that. Because it wasn't until about 4 years ago that my husband and we experienced a breakthrough. And of course, cheap little plug, our book is out. You want to go to meetthemcknights.com and grab a copy of it. Okay? And you'll get an autographed copy at that. But my husband and we didn't experience a breakthrough in our success when it comes to income and wealth until we connected with an amazing family of leaders, mentors, people who are heading in the same direction to build wealth. And so when we connected and when we engaged in some important tasks, listen, it changed the game for the both of us, for the entire McKnight household and for the McKnight legacy. Now, I want to show you something really quick because I'm going to show you 4 important steps, okay? Now, there may be some others, granted, right? But 4 essential steps you're going to want to follow to have some a cash flow breakthrough in your life. So let me go ahead. I want to put this up and hopefully, of course, we would be good to go. All right, I'm going to show you this particular video and hopefully I'll be able to blow it up as well. So give me a moment as I prepare to share my screen. Here we go. It's a really short little clip, and then I'm going to come back and, not beyond, of course, the clip, I'm also going to give you a couple of pointers here. I'm going to dive into the steps really fast. So here we go. And hopefully you'll be able to hear it.
Important lessons my rich dad taught me. He said there was 4 types of people in the world of business or money, whatever he said. And this here are the 4 different types of people, and he called this the cash flow quadrant. So E stands for employee, S stands for self-employed, small business, or specialist, like a doctor or a lawyer. B stands for big business, 500 employees or more, and I stands for investor. Now the distinction here is this, is that each of these are 4 different types of people. They have 4 different tax laws for all 4 different types of people, and this is throughout the world. But it was my poor dad who always said to me, son, go to school so you can get a job. So my poor dad wanted me to be an employee like him. And there's nothing wrong with that and all this, except the tax laws are the worst for employees. As Warren Buffett says, he, as a business owner and investor, he pays a lower percentage rate than the employee. And many employees are having a tough time today. Not only is there high gas prices, but there's going to be higher taxes. My mother wanted me to become a doctor or a specialist or a small business person, and I said to my mom, S stands for smart. She's got a good point there. I didn't do well in school, so I wasn't going to make it there. It was my rich dad who advised me to become an entrepreneur or a big business owner like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, Michael Dell, all those guys who created Facebook and Yahoo and all this, and Google. And he wanted me to become an investor. So he started me playing the game of Monopoly, 4 greenhouses, 1 red hotel. So I learned to be an investor, and I learned to be an entrepreneur. So the good news is, if you want to get rich, you can get rich in all 4 quadrants. Okay? That's up to you. So if it's time for you to move from the E or the S over to the B or the I, the entrepreneur or the investor, then welcome. The Rich Dad website is the website for you.
All right. So I wanted to pause right there. Okay. I truly do, because I want to explain a couple of things to you. Okay. So if you want to write down these steps, write it down, because I'm going to connect it to the video that I just shared with you. All right. And this is on the richdad.com website. Of course, it's all credits, all credibility, right? Goes to, of course, Robert Kiyosaki and the Rich Dad Company. Listen, 4 steps, 4 essential steps. What you need to do to really experience a cash flow breakthrough, and this is what I realized for myself and my husband, is number 1, realize where you are within the cash flow quadrants. Okay. Are you an employee? Are you self-employed? Are you a business owner, or are you an investor, or a combination of these? Where are you? Okay, where are you? And then you want to think about, okay, where do you want to be? Okay, where would you like to be within the cash flow? I know you're probably saying, well, what is the difference? Okay, if you look at, of course, if we scroll down this website, you'll be able to see some clear differences, because he talks about 2 categories of people. Okay, 2 categories of people here that you really need to understand. And so you want to look at this, and you can take a look for yourself. You'll understand there's 2 types of people in this cash flow quadrant. All right. On the left side of the quadrant, he talked about there being E's, employees, and S's, which are self-employed individuals. Now, for me, being a John Maxwell team partner, if I was doing only that, that would mean I would be self-employed. Now, Robert Kiyosaki in one of his books said that those who are self-employed, those who are just strictly doctors, right, or lawyers, they have to exchange their time for dollars, and they have no practice, no one else working for them. What happens is you become a slave to your passion, whether it's medicine, law. For me, it probably was speaking at the time, right? Because that's what I was doing primarily. All right. And so I was on the S side, and I did not have leverage. I was being leveraged, and there's but so much that I can do as a speaker by itself. So again, being an employee, you have a position that you're borrowing, you're temporarily in that position, doing what the employer asks of you to do, having a cap on your income. All right. And so you have no leverage whatsoever. With being self-employed, you might think that you have leverage, but you really don't, because you are the system. All right. And it's really easy for you to be burned out because you don't have any time freedom. Even though you might have a little bit of cash coming in, how are you going to enjoy it if you ever get sick or need to go on vacation? You can't really do it because, again, it's just you. And so you want to think about if you want time freedom, because if you do, you might want to consider being on the B side, meaning, or the right side of the cash flow quadrant. So you be a business owner where you have people working for you or they're working with you. So you're having some leverage, some amount of leverage. Okay, so you're leveraging the efforts of other people and the time of other people so that you're sowing seeds at the beginning. And then, of course, the harvest can potentially come in as residual income. Bear with me a little bit. And that's being, of course, a business owner. Now, being an investor, okay, this is where you have cash or you have assets appreciating for you. Okay, so they're appreciating. You get the asset. This is something, of course, that you exchange cash for a commodity. It will grow or rise in value. It gives you some leverage of gains because you acquired it. You didn't exchange. Okay, and so here is the deal. Okay, you want to choose how long based on the quadrant. It will take you more than a lifetime to be rich as an employee. Just not going to happen. Self-employed, you might try, but there's a higher percentage of you getting ill or sick trying to do it only as a coach, only as a speaker. You need to make a determination. How long are you willing to try? Okay, before you can enjoy the years of your life, the most important years of your life. Now let's talk about being a business owner or an investor. You see, because again, just looking at this website, I'm just scrolling down so that you'll see it's really all based upon your vision and how fast you want to achieve freedom. How fast do you want to be free? Do you want to, in your mind, believe that I'm going to stay on the job and be free one day? You see, it's nearly impossible, truly, to do that. And with jobs being so scarce, okay, the possibility is really, really, really low. Little to no chance of happening. Okay? And so what you want to do is think about your goals. We said what? Realize what quadrant you're in. That's the first step. Secondly, decide where you want to be. Do you want to be a business owner, investor, or do you want to stay on the left side of the quadrant? Then you want to figure out, okay, what plan should I implement to make that transition to being a business owner or an investor so you can achieve freedom faster? And then once you have that plan, you need to work it. That's the fourth step. Work the plan. Be committed to the plan. All right. You need accountability. You need culture. You need coaches and mentors so that they can propel you forward. But most importantly, here's where you need to listen. Most importantly, everybody, you, again, need to have a powerful why. My mentor talks about having a dream. That's what it all boils down to. This is why we're on this quest. We're sharing with people on social media. We're telling people like, look, what if, would you be able to exchange $150 one time to position yourself, right, to gain, to achieve, or to acquire $200,000 in income within the next 9 to 12 months? This is a question that we're asking the masses, including you tonight as you're watching this live or the replay. One-time exchange, because something massive is happening. It's about to happen. And we want to make sure we add you to our list of people who will be in the know of what's happening. So listen, if you're watching this right now on my timeline or someone else's timeline, and they know about this massive tsunami of an opportunity that's about to be released to the world, you need to be on their list. All right? You absolutely need to be on their list. And if you're watching this on my timeline and you have not achieved $200,000 in income this year, you haven't done it last year, you haven't done it the year before then, and you're watching this right now, and you're like, is it possible for me? It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And we have the plan, and we're sharing the plan. And as a matter of fact, you can learn the plan. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. You can discover the plan tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll give you the information to get on the platform so you can see what I'm talking about. All right? And so this is only for the serious. This is only for the go-getters. So for those of you who may be skeptical in mindset, like, it's not going to work. She's just talking. Oh, did she do it? Listen, if that's the mindset you have, this information, right, what's coming is not for you. But for those of you who are ready to roll, okay, you're serious. You're like, man, $200,000, I'm in. A one-time exchange, I'm in. All for it. All you have to do is type 200K below. Put 200K below in the comment section, and I'll make sure you get on the platform to get more information about what is to come. Okay? 200K. Type that below. And so I appreciate you all being here with me tonight. I know it's a little longer than the normal, but I wanted to make sure I gave you value. I wanted to make sure I gave you those 4 steps. Once again, know what quadrant you're in. The E, the S, the B, or the I. Discover what quadrants or quadrant you want to be in. Decide what steps, find out what steps you need to take based on the successful who have already done it. Okay? And then you need to do it. You need to do it, implement it, carry it out. Okay? And so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much for watching here with the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I'm your wealth mentor, Lakeisha McKnight. We're going to be back tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live right here on the Facebook platform and, of course, right, on several other podcast platforms as well. Again, credits goes out to, of course, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Company, for the information shared in this video. So listen, thank you so very much, everybody. And until the next time that you and I come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.